Hello everyone, it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I assume you know what this is about. So yeah, I watched the finale of The Amazing Digital Circus yesterday as I'm recording this, and I just wanted to go over my thoughts about it. This is probably going to be kind of a long one since I'm going to be just ranting about my thoughts, so I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. But with that out of the way, let's get to my thoughts on the Amazing Digital Circus finale. First up, just my general thoughts and opinions. So, I went into this one with pretty low expectations because I asked my friend who went to theaters to see it about it to rate it out of 10, and he said it was a 6 out of 10, so I wasn't expecting much out of it. And honestly, after watching it, I don't know what I'd rate it out of 10, but I do have some mixed feelings. So let me just say, first off, the animation is beautiful, the best in the series, and it's just been getting better every episode, and this one is no exception. The voice acting, also really well done. As one of the voice actors said, I think it was Alex Rocon, that Michael Kovac's performance as Jax in this episode was his best, and I do agree with that. Yeah, the voices were very well done, and yeah, that's all I have to say about that one. Now, for the actual story, I do have a kind of big issue. It's just that it doesn't flow, I feel. Like, I just feel like there are a few different sections that are all very distinct from one another, and it just doesn't flow very well. So you're just kind of like going from one thing to another, and yeah, I was just kind of thrown off by that a little bit. Now, as for the writing of the characters, some of them were really well done. Kane was well written. However, I do have some issues that I will go over later with that one. Jax had some good parts, but I also will get into that. Ribbit was a really good character. Like, this is the first we've seen of her. But yeah, for her introduction, yeah, it was really well made, and I just feel bad for her after what Jax did. Now we'll get into more specifics. So we'll start off with the sense of closure I got with Jax. Like, we've been waiting for his story since, episode 5, and now we finally got it, and I will say it's alright, but we'll get more into that when I really start going off about Jax. As you can probably tell, I don't really like Jax that much. He's probably my least favorite character. Now, back to the pacing of this episode. I feel like there are parts that were, too quick, and then some went by way too slowly. Some things were going on for way too long. Like the hug between Pomni and Ragatha. Like, we could have done that in, I don't know, half the time that it took for them to do that. But some of it just kind of felt like filler a little bit, just to get the runtime to almost an hour. But yeah, there were also parts that just went by way too quickly, like when they were repairing the circus and Jax was there, and then in the next scene he wasn't. He was just abstracted with no explanation whatsoever. But yeah, we needed some explanation as to why that happened. I just feel like we didn't get closure from that part of him. And like I said earlier with the sections, I just feel like there were parts that I wasn't prepared for. Like the Jax doors, like what he would do if a certain person abstracted. I just feel like that part was completely out of left field. I was just struggling to figure out what it was for a little bit, and then I finally got it. But yeah. And Kane, I like what Goose did with him. I love that. However, I will say I don't feel like he had to come back. Like, I feel like we could have just left him dead, and the whole of the episode would be just them learning how to survive without Kane, like how to use all their conjuring abilities, not to just repair the holes like they did, but just to rebuild it back to its former glory, like do what they want without Kane. And finally, Jax. Now, I will say I understand him in this episode. Like, I understand what they were trying to go for, but like, I could not feel sympathy for this man. Like, every time they tried to make me feel bad for him, I just thought of all the torture that he put these people through, and I just didn't feel bad for him. Like, I get the struggles that he went through, but it's just, I cannot forgive him after what he did to everyone else. And, like, Gangle, why did Zubul make Gangle go back to Jax's, like, tent after all that he put her through? Like, Zubul, I love you, but, like, I don't know, it's just, something's off about that for me. Like, I feel like they never say they outright forgive him, but, like, I just feel like he was kind of forgiven, and it's just, it doesn't sit right with me, I don't know. I know I said finally with Jax, but I do have a few more things. First off, just the ending. Like, I get it's bittersweet, I don't know, it just feels too happy for me. Like, the thing that Goose was trying to go for was, like, I have no mouth and I must scream. Like, that's kind of what this is all based off of, and that doesn't have a happy or a good ending. Like, that's just a terrible ending. But I feel like this one, I don't know, it was just too happy. I know that they're, like, not trying to directly copy the source material, but I feel like it could have been, like, a little sadder. I don't know, I was just expecting something a little worse. I don't know, like, what I theorized was that it was kind of gonna be like I have no mouth and I must scream. Like, everyone else finds a way to leave the circus, and then Jax, after, you know, reeling after what he did, he just doesn't want to leave, so he's just trapped in the circus alone forever. Or that, like, everyone else abstracts and he's, like, the only human that's still there, and he's just, you know, just kind of going through the motions by himself, just, like, you know, thinking about what he did. But yeah, that's not how it turned out at all. And another thing I will say is just, like, the posters put this up to be, like, the kind of thing where they were just, like, wandering around the circus, and then Jax is, like, some sort of, like, monster or creature or something chasing them, and, like, going full evil mode, like he was in, like, the past few episodes, him trying to be, like, the tough guy. But yeah, that is also not how it went at all. But yeah, I don't know if this is just, like, bias for my own theories, but I don't know, it just feels like it could have been executed a little bit differently. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about that. But yeah, as of right now, those are my thoughts on the Amazing Digital Circus finale. Like the Murder Drones finale, my opinions may change. I used to hate that one, but now it's better. But yeah, there may be some things that I've missed in here that I would like to go over, so I may make a part 2 if I remember anything or would like to add anything, or if my opinions drastically change on something. But that's all I have for right now. Bye.